Have you ever been sucked into the crazy and quite frankly weird world of TikTok photography hacks? I've been there, scrolling through what feels like an endless void of wild tricks that promise insane results. As someone who's been in the content game for the last 15 years and behind the lens for the last 5, I've seen the good, the bad, the what were you thinking? Today we're going to be putting some of the most viral TikTok hacks to the test yet again. Last time we had some pretty epic fails, but I'm not stopping until we get the result that the video promises. Seeing if we can really turn these flops into fire shots. So grab your gear and let's dive right into this. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around because this one is going to get wild. Let's kick things off with the first one. Travel photography trick. Some of you mentioned that I got this hack wrong. I should have been moving the camera, not my arms. So let's jump to the first location and see if we can get it right this time.
Okay, so we are back at the big Ferris wheel here at... Yes, it is a Ferris wheel. But just in case you skipped over what I was talking about just a moment ago, I got a lot of comments on the last video saying that I was doing this technique wrong and that instead of moving my arms like this, I have to move the camera like that.
I have an idea.
Yeah?
Let's do the exact same photo. Like, I won't move. You do it in the Pano-Rama, Futurama.
Yep.
And then you also do it in like a normal, and we really look at it.
All right,
and see
done.
if we can see anything
Done.
different.
Done. Okay. You could have just stood the same spot, but all right, stay there and do a pose. I'm going to go into ×2 so I can get this.
Picked a pose that made my legs hurt.
Okay. There we go. Yep.
Okay, good.
Okay, now onto photo mode. We'll do it at 1.5 and then 2. And we'll just do 5 for whatever. Portrait mode ×2, natural light. There we go. Okay.
I never leave that position.
Yeah. So
I still don't have my back.
portrait mode
Yep.
with the blurry background.
Yep.
×5, ×2, 1.
Yeah. Is that the panorama? That one? No, that one.
That one's the panorama. That's...
Do you know the only difference? So see how, like, if you look at this, that looks like it's leaned, like, tilted back. And where this, it's like everything's... Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. No, I totally understand.
That's like the only difference I can see.
Just, it's, the aspect ratio is also off, but because of the way that we're moving the camera and it's not directly flat up against something.
Yeah, I'm just saying from like a non-photographer's point of view, it's like...
The background is
that
warped.
looks like it's tilting.
Yeah, like the background's warped. So I would consider this...
It looks like you've done this.
Yeah.
From underneath.
Like the angle's slightly skewed a little bit. But I would actually say that we did a pretty good job on that. I would say that was definitely a redemption.
After reading all the comments on the video, I really hope I got this one right. I think I finally did it justice in this one, showcasing that it works. However, the only issue that my partner and I found on this was that the background gets skewed and distorted. Now, if that's not an issue for you, go ahead and use this to your heart's content. It is fantastic at what it does. But if it is, change lenses to a wider angle. It's just so much easier. Okay, so this next one is creative photography hacks. So apparently I used the wrong glass, the wrong kind of light, and I'm going to completely gloss over the fact that I had a giant window in front of me, which definitely let in too much light and skewed the results. I'm not entirely sure how I missed that, but I did. I'm not letting that happen again.
Because I actually don't have any kind of angled glasses, I had to go out and buy some. These are the ones that I've chosen.
and I hope that they do the job correctly. I'm hoping that after I've used them, I might be able to return them for a full refund. I really hope I can do that because I have no need for them. I've got a cupboard full of glasses and mugs. I don't need any more. Let's see if this is actually going to work with these and start taking some photos. Now that is more like the photo. Now what if I flip it upside down? I think it makes it a little bit more pointed. I'm kind of liking something like that, but let's see how this looks with the light turned off. This is working. Now, grab the camera. So I've switched over to my 17 to 28mm f2.8 Tamron lens. Now let's see if we can get, oh yeah, we can get heaps closer here. That's heaps better. Why? Oh my god, yeah, that's heaps better. Okay, that's exactly what we're wanting. Let's try a watch. This is an old watch of mine. It is an Alexander Christie watch which I picked up when I was in Southeast Asia for about 50 Australian dollars. It was not expensive whatsoever. Let's see, what if I turn the light around and have it go down? Nah, it's not working the way that I want it to. I mean, it's still doing its thing, but it's just not. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Let's bring that back here. Let's bring that shutter down. Bring that ISO up. Oh, that's not bad at all. It's not really affecting, if you can see that there, it's not really affecting the object, but it's affecting the background, which is still making for a really nice shot. Let me just check that we're getting focus here. I think we are. I think we're we're cracking it. That is amazing. I think there's one last thing that I would like to try. Okay, that's pretty cool, but I'm going to struggle to do that one-handed. Definitely does the job. I think we got something absolutely usable. Also, this looks hella creepy. Just a disembodied arm. Was this the right redemption arc for this? Let me know in the comments down below if you think I did it right this time or if there was anything that I got wrong. I'm more than happy to revisit this again, but I think the results speak for themselves. I think we can call this hack number 2 complete. Now this next one is about a secret and hidden portrait mode hack. We will be amazed. Let's see how amazed we're going to be. Okay, jumping into portrait mode. Choose high key light mono. Set a timer. Focus, lock and drag the sundial down, exposing the image correctly, and then applying a preset. Well, let's give it a go. Let's see how we can make this happen. Actually, I'm gonna put this microphone on me. I'm gonna do it right here. We should be screen recording. Fantastic. So we come over to stage light, high key light mono. So now let's drag that down, creating a decent exposure. And we want to, not exposure, but a timer. 3 seconds. Let's kind of pose like he did, which was like maybe other hand, like something like this. Do I need more hair in my hand? Maybe, I don't know, let's see. Oh man, look, it works. You get that result, but let's chuck it into Lightroom and let's add my preset, max. Let's bring exposure down a little bit. Yeah, look, it doesn't look any better. And that is sincerely to do with the way that this is working. So it's creating a key around you, which knocks out the background completely. And if the mask isn't correct and it's not done well, well then it ends up being super jagged. Maybe it's my hair, maybe it's because I have long hair, but honestly, I wouldn't call this one a hack, but it works. I don't know. Let me know if I did anything wrong in the comments down below, and if I did, I'm more than happy to amend this. But let's move on to to the next one. For this next one, it is another phone photography hack, and it's called iPhone camera hack. Enjoy. So let us enjoy. So we bring the exposure dial down, we hold and record, and then on the subject, we bring the exposure up. So I think what this is meant to be emulating is night to day. Now let's go and pick a subject and try and see if this is going to work. I don't see why it won't, but I'm not entirely sure if this is actually going to be a hack or not. This doesn't seem like a hack. So in the video, it looked like he didn't have any other kind of light source. So I think this should be sufficient enough. So let's screen record. Let's do something like this, just because I like the symmetry. Let's try and put that in the middle of an X here. Bring the exposure of the item all the way down. Hold, drag. And then stop. All right, well, it works, but I don't know what it's trying to achieve. There's just something about phone photography that hits a little differently. Because it's on your phone, it makes it accessible to everyone, and that is fantastic. But as a creator of the last 15 years and a photographer of the last 5, personally, I can't call this a hack. This is whack, yo. I don't know what this is trying to achieve. It doesn't serve a purpose. I don't think I would use this in any kind of application whatsoever, photography or videography. So that's my decision on this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you agree with me or if you disagree with me. I'd love to have that discussion with you. This last one here is actually pretty nuts. Apparently, you can shoot photos without a lens. Bullshit. All right, he's grabbing some vinyl. He's chucking it on what looks like to be a focusing tube, body cap focusing tube thing. He's poking a hole through it. I know what's happening here. I've seen this technique before. There was a person some time ago who took a photo with a Coke can. I will put that up here. It was like a 365-day exposure, something like that. This can be done, but he has one-upped everyone, and he has this tube which allows him to focus. It works on a similar principle to this DIY Kodak disposable lens here. It allows light through in a focused manner, and therefore it becomes the lens. Again, he has a focusing tube, which I will link down below. I can't quite remember what it's called, but let's see if we can replicate the results somehow. So we've come out into the middle of really kind of nowhere, and this is the lens that we're going to be using to try and take some photos. I think
I'm laughing because there's a glove.
The lens does look kind of ridiculous, if you can even call it a lens. The way that I think this is going to work is kind of akin to the DIY Kodak lens that I made. There's going to be no functionality. I can't focus it, so all of the shots are going to be out of focus, but I have a feeling that it is going to work. Let's try and take some out of focus shots. All right. Since there's no functionality for this, I can only control the shutter speed.
Did you get bugs in your eyes too?
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I can dig that. Stand right there.
Oh, a bug just flew past my ear.
These would be kind of nice if they weren't all completely blurry.
Can I see?
Yeah, right there.
It just looks like you haven't focused.
Yeah, and that's what I feel like, you know, that person with the tube had. So without actually spending extra money, I wouldn't exactly call this a hack.
It's like someone put their finger on the lens.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly call this a hack unless you already had one of those focusing tube thingies, or you had access to a 3D printer to be able to make one. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think that this no lens is a hack or not.
Which hack blew your mind, and which one should stay in TikTok land? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree with me that I succeeded in some of these and failed in others? Again, let's discuss all of this down below. And hey, if you think today was kind of wild, well, I have more adventures like this coming, so please click that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. It helps show the algorithm that this is something that you want to see. And if you want to continue this chaotic adventure, well, click right here to see the last TikTok hacks video, and I'll see you over there.